Alrighty, so let's see. It's been about a year since I last kind of worked on WarGrid, but I have made changes since the last video that I posted, and the audio was not great anyway, so I decided to get it spun back up and record another video here. So I'm kind of in the local mode, kind of single player, where you basically play against yourself. It is a multiplayer kind of game, and that's a big part of what I had to get spun back up. But for this, we'll be doing single player. So obviously, it's a kind of a grid-based tactics game, kind of like, just like chess or Wargroove or Advanced Wars or Fire Emblem. So we'll probably just jump right into the gameplay here. So player one turn, that's red. We got 2 gold up at the top. So we're going to see what we can do here. We got to click on our headquarters, and we've got options. We got base units and special units. So we only have 2 gold, and it's telling me the base units cost 2 gold, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. So we got a warrior, an archer, and a rogue, and we'll kind of talk about it as we go. The rogue is usually what I like to start with because they can move the farthest, and as you can see, there's all these gray towns or houses out here, and you basically get more gold per house you have captured. So getting quick units out means you can capture more bases and more gold. So we're going to end turn. So now we got blue turn. Let's just kind of do a mirror strategy. Let's just get that out. Blue gets 1 extra gold because they go second, but still can't really buy anything. So we're going to end turn. All right, we're back over to red. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So let's kind of move over here, and we're going to capture. And still only got 1 gold. You generate 1 gold per turn for each house you have captured, including your headquarters. So I only had headquarters, so I only generated 1 gold that turn. All right, so we're just let's do something similar here. Obviously, when you're playing against yourself, it's kind of biased a little bit, but you will notice that there is fog of war, that your characters do have a certain radius. There are some caveats to that. If you're standing on top of a mountain, it will give you extra radius, which we'll see. If you are, actually, I wonder if I can, no, can't quite move there. If you are in a forest, the enemy unit can't see you, so we'll try to demonstrate that as well. On blue's turn, we do have 2 gold here, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can get another. I'm just going to grab another rogue, because again, early game, you just want to be capturing as many bases to get as much gold as possible. All right, so we're going to end the turn here. Let's see here. So what can we do? So let's go. So one thing about I believe, can't quite remember off the top of my head, honestly, but I believe the rows can actually, as you can see, they can move a lot of spaces. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you can move in separate, like multiple times. You can move multiple times as long as you have your total number of moves that you haven't made yet. So let's do something here. Let's go move on the mountain and see. Look at that. When we stepped on the mountain, we got greater vision because we have the higher ground. And if we want to, we can move again. And you can take 1 action in addition to moving, so that's either going to be a capture or an ability. So abilities are mostly for combat, so we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to go ahead and capture. And if we still have a move left, I'm actually going to move back onto the mountain. Another thing about mountains is they give you a defensive boost. Can't even remember the number off the top of my head right now, but it's either a percentage or a flat amount of defensive boost. So that's that. Red player has 3 gold. So we can either save up to get a special unit, or what we're probably going to do is just go ahead and keep cranking out rogues to capture more bases. Rogues are almost like scouts as well. You can think of them like that. All right, so we got 2 guys now. Let's see if we can, what do we want to do here? So let's go capture this base. We can move a little bit more. Let's go to a mountain so we get vision and defensive buff. Let's go ahead and let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's go down this way. Let's go ahead and maybe see if we can demonstrate some combat. It's just a kind of a test round. All right, so we're going to capture, and let's see here. Trying to decide if I want to spit out another rogue. I think I will, because this rogue is going to be going this way. This one's over here. We have a lot of bases to capture, so I'm just going to keep cranking out rogues. In the early game, really good early game unit, especially for this big map. This is a very big map. I've made some smaller maps. But yeah, that's a good unit for this map. So let's see here. We saw the enemy up here. I don't think, I didn't. If you were playing multiplayer, your screen would stay like this, and you would be able to see the enemy move in and out of vision. I don't know exactly. When I play against myself, I try to almost simulate what it would be like and use some strategy, but it'll be hard to kind of do that. This is, again, just a kind of demo. So it's going to capture base. We've got a couple moves left. We're going to go there. For a move like that, obviously, if I can see him, I think by default, all units have a 4 space radius that they can see. So I could see him, and I don't think he should have been able to see me move into this. It may be a subtle animation to see if they can see you move onto the space, if they can see the space. Hopefully and ideally he wouldn't have been able to see me there, but that's just a small detail. All right, what else can we do here? Let's go ahead and get a capture, and let's go ahead and move up here. So in a situation like this, you're kind of vulnerable. So I've moved kind of within range. I'm out of moves. I can't do anything anymore. And so he could definitely, we could kill him this next round. Let's see, we do have 4 gold. Since we've already pretty much started to take half the map, I think what I'm going to I may start working towards another unit. So just for the sake of, I'm not going to use too much strategy here, but just for the sake of demonstration, let's go ahead and demonstrate some of the other base units. So let's go ahead and do a warrior here. So warriors are, as you can see, they have 5 health versus the 3 of the rogues. So definitely a bit tankier. They do a good bit of damage too. I forgot the damage amounts. I believe rogues do like 3 damage. Warriors may do a little bit more. So yeah, I'll have to. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I've got a. Aha! Look at that. I got an info thing I added here to talk about some of this stuff. It's like the terrain. So the mountain gives +1 defense. Okay, so it's just a small. This is another thing about the mountains. They actually cost 2 additional spaces to move. So, like, you know, obviously, if you're walking over mountains, you would be slower. Your army or your units would be slower. Gives the +2 vision. The forest hides enemy units unless they're standing right next to the space. They cost +1 to move, +1 move to move over. Water, which I don't have any water on this map by default, but I'll show that later. It's actually a defensive nerf, and let's see. And it's also, if you're the one on water and your enemy's not on water, it actually nerfs your attack. And there is a puffer unit who excels on water, so that's something there. Other units, so it looks like the warrior does damage of 4 and can only attack melee, range of 1. There's a brace ability that tells you what that does. Archer has a base damage of 3. If you attack within 3 spaces, you get a 100% chance, negative 20% for each space after 3. So at 4 spaces, you would have an 80% chance of actually hitting your target and decreasing from there. Let's see. So rogue just basically damage 3. I kind of got some more details about all the different units and what they can do. So I forgot that I actually added that. Very cool. Thank you, me. Again, I haven't played this game in about a year. Had a guy reach out on Discord. The message was actually from about 4 or 5 months ago, saying he was interested, and the post of mine he was responding to that he had seen is an additional 4 to 5 months old. So yeah, it's been a while, but I'm kind of excited to get back under it. So anyway, so player 1 turn. Player 1 still has 2 gold, but I'm just gonna go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and end the turn. All right, so we got blue turn, so we can see some units here. I don't know if he has any other units here, you know, theoretically, but let's go ahead and see what we can do here. So again, the rogues have an attack of 3, and it looks like this, you know, other rogues only have a health of 3, so you should be able to pretty much one-shot. Yeet. So there you go. No fancy death animations or anything, just straight up. And as long as you have not moved your maximum, you can still move. So I can actually kind of retreat to the mountain to a defensive position. Obviously, I can't capture, and I can only either attack or capture. What else can we do here? I think we actually saw another unit, but I retreated, so I don't remember where he was. Let's see. If I move onto the mountain to get more vision, that costs an extra move. So I think what I may try is I'm going to try to move here. I don't see anybody, so I'm going to capture. And then I'm going to, if I can't see anybody, then they shouldn't be able to see me. I don't see any mountains. Well, I guess someone could be standing on this mountain, but I don't know for sure. I am going to retreat to the forest. All right, so we got this guy. We're going to go over here. I'm still trying to balance it out, too. Like, as you can see, blue has been able to kind of cover more ground, interestingly, even though they move second. And let's see what blue can do. Let's go ahead and grab, just to demonstrate more units, let's go ahead and grab an archer. And let's end the turn there. All right, so let's see what we can do. So we've got 2 units here. If I were playing red, I would have been able to see blue capture here and retreat. So there's a good chance, I know that he's probably in this forest. So let's do a couple things here to demonstrate. So I talked about if the enemy's in a forest, you cannot see them unless, boom, you are standing right next to it. So kind of we'll retaliate a little bit. Blue took a red unit, so let's go ahead and let's go and attack here. And I'm trying to remember, I don't think forest does any defensive forest does not provide any attack benefits or defensive benefits. There is an idea that there could be like an ambush or something, so I may change that, but for now, nothing. Let's see, I should still have a good bit of moves left. So let's go ahead and retreat to the mountain. So this brings up an interesting idea about strategy, which is that like I could kill him or I could attack the house. Typically, killing a unit is probably beneficial because you're getting them off the map and you can capture the house later. But then again, after, it's 1 gold per that person's turn. So there definitely is the economic thing to keep in mind. All right, let's see what else we can do. So let's take, so one thing about, so warriors are tanky. So they can withstand 1 hit from a rogue. And even more if they brace. But the rogue can always like attack and flee, so it's just kind of interesting. So, and obviously the warrior can only move 3 spaces. So let's go ahead and move here. And since we can't attack and we can't capture, the warrior actually has an ability called brace, which is going to give them, what did it say? -1 damage from the next attack taken. So if I get attacked, it's actually going to do 1 less damage than it would have. So it's kind of like I should probably do an animation, but like holding his shield up. So that's that. What's interesting is I thought I braced. This may be a bug. Usually whenever you've moved your maximum moves and you've done an ability, your character should go dark, indicating that you can't do anything else. That didn't quite happen here, so it could be a bug. But all right, so we got 6 gold now. So let's go ahead and check out some of these special units here. So strategically on a map like this, I'd probably go with the mountain character. I haven't really given them super official names, but I think for the sake of just demonstrating, I think I'm just going to I kind of wanted to go to let's just do the mountain. Let's do the mountain first. So all those characters cost 6. You can see this guy is like a he's like a bald strong guy, kind of like inspired by Braum from League maybe. Or some of the characters from Avatar: Last Airbender, like some of the from the Earthbending ring. That looks like all I can do on this turn. So let's go ahead and keep it rolling here. So, all right, what can we do here? We still got houses to capture. Let's go ahead and grab this one. We need that income. You see we've got a nice 8 gold to work with this time. As far as this guy, let's do, like I said, if I attack him, I guess I can't see that he's braced, so I definitely need an animation for that. But yeah, I know that I could hit him and then run. There is no retaliation. Like in a lot of games, if you attack, they attack you. In this game, it's only I could attack him and then run away and like nothing would happen to me. But what should I do? Should I capture the house? He's just going to take it right back if I do that. How about let's try it out. Let's got to move down here. And let's actually see if the brace works. Boom. Yeah, so typically that would have done 3 damage, but it only did 2 damage. And I might be in trouble here. Let's see. Because he can move 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I move here, that will keep me outside of his range. So that was actually close. All right, what else can we do? I think I might have more moves left. I got 1 more move over here. So our archer, let's see what the archer can do. So archer can move 4. Let's move him down here. And so it says, let's read this again. The archer has a 100% chance of hitting up 3 spaces, negative 20% for each space after 3. So the maximum range, I think it would be 8 because let's see, 4 would be 80%, 5 would be 60%, 6 would be 40%, 7 would be 20%, and 8 would be 0%. So I guess it's actually 7 spaces And even then, it's a low chance of hitting. So 7 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe I should do some kind of thing that shows how far they can attack. I think I do. I'm pretty sure if you go into it and attack, it'll show you who your targets are. And if you don't have any targets, it'll let you back out. But I don't feel like breaking it on purpose right now. So that's about all I can do with him. I do have a lot of gold, though. So let's see if we can try out another character here. So we've already done the mountains. So let's do the puffer. And we'll take a quick look at some of their stuff. So Mountain Man, his base attack is damage 4 and melee range. He does have a boulder ability where he turns into a boulder, gives him 8 movement range. But that counts as your action for that turn. And you actually have a brace built in. So if you are in a boulder, then you take less damage. He's got an ability called Tectonic where he can actually spawn a mountain. And then Earthquake, 2 damage to each space within a 5x5 square. So it's kind of like an AoE. Puffer is also going to be damage for melee on his auto attack. He's got a brace ability, like a basic brace ability. Wave, so he can actually spawn water tiles, which I don't know if I listed here. But he should be able to move faster on the... I'm pretty sure he can move faster on the water, but other units move slower. I think I said that up above, as in addition to the damage boost. So what else? So he's got this puff up, where he gains 2 health. He can't have more than 8. He gets a slower move range, higher damage, lasts for 2 turns, and then it goes on cooldown. So that's actually a pretty cool ability. That's almost like an ultimate. Okay. So part of that's a reminder for myself and as well as anyone new to the game. All right, so we spawned him. We got 2 gold. I could spawn another basic unit, but I kind of just want to save it. I kind of really just I don't know that I'm going to play this game out all the way. I really just want to kind of demonstrate the concepts. It's kind of the goal. All right, so let's go ahead and see here. So I can't move within range of him. I can capture. However, I might die there, so that may have been a bad move, but maybe I can back this guy up. So let's see here. So if I were to move, I wonder if I can cancel this. I may have, yes, you can. You can click on him to cancel it. So let's see what his abilities are. So let's go to boulder. So it turns him into a boulder. And let's move. Actually, I could almost even like move up here. Oh, look at that. I forgot about that. Oh, that was a little bit of I think that was a little bit of a bug. That was a little bit of a bug. So whenever he rolls in the boulder, it actually creates like a earth trail, or like a road, which I forgot about, which should make other units move faster. It did disappear. There was something right here I thought that disappeared, so that was weird. Or maybe it just changed the texture. And yeah, it should have done the whole trail, but so anyway, that's another small bug probably. All right, so he's got 6 health, so that should be good. Let's get him. Let's just go ahead and capture here and maybe move here to get more vision. Okay, I don't see anybody. And we got 4 gold, but like I said, probably won't play the game all the way out. The way you win the game is by destroying the enemy's headquarters, so I may actually test that out. I haven't tested it out in a while. Let's see, what else? Or you can surrender. People can, anytime, basically, like if they've captured all the points and you have no units or money left, it's pretty much just like a surrender. Let's see. So that's going to be the intern there. Oh, I may have accidentally clicked on him or something. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's move. I don't want to get too close. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So I would be safe right here. Oh crap, no I'm not, because he can move a lot of spaces, so I might be in trouble here. Oh well. Let's go ahead and give an attack here. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are actually lit up. So I don't know if there's even a limitation, even though you do 0 damage after 7 spaces. I think it still lets you attack. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm almost curious if that would work. So let's go ahead and attack this guy. So this is a 1, 2, 3 would be 100%, 80%, 60%. Oh, and we actually got a hit. Now he is on the mountain, so that was minus 1 damage. So it would have done 3 damage, but it only did 2 because he's on a mountain. So we got that. Let's go ahead and capture this. And then maybe retreat to the mountain. Let's see. Player 2 turn. We got 8 gold. Let's see what the pufferfish can do. What could he do? We've got the puff ability. Shouldn't use that because it's going to make me slow. I can do the wave, but let's just move. Let's move, and then maybe I'll demonstrate the wave just to show it, see if it actually works. So let's do a wave. So what you click on wave, and what you can do is go boom, boom. I don't know what would happen if I clicked on one of these spaces. Hopefully I disabled that, but I can go there. I think you only get 4. So I created a little water area, which is going to buff his attack, buff his defense. It's going to nerf everyone else's attack and defense, and I'm pretty sure it makes him move faster. We'll find out next turn, I guess. So that's that. What have we not done yet? So we got enough money for another unit, so I kind of demonstrate. So let's go ahead and bring out a Pyro. So Pyro is a fire mage, and he is really good at, if the enemy has a lot of units that are clumped up, that's kind of what he's really good at. I forgot his, maybe I should check out his abilities here while we're talking about it. So Pyro, so his basic attack has a range of 3, damage of 3. Okay. His Fireball has a range of 4, damage 2, bounces to units within 3 tiles of each unit hit. So basically, if they have a lot of units clumped together, it's going to bounce between them all and do 2 damage to all of them. So if they have a whole string of characters, it could hit them all. Kind of like Brand's ultimate. Obviously, this character is kind of inspired by Brand from League. Let's see here. Flamethrower. So Flamethrower is kind of like the way that I spawned water with the puffer, except it's going to spawn fire. And any unit that, I guess if they're standing on that space at the end of the turn, it damages them. I should probably damage them if they walk through it at all. It's kind of supposed to be like a wall almost, to prevent people from moving. So, all right. So that's that. I think that's going to end our turn there. All right. So, yeah. So we demonstrated capturing combat. Most of that, I don't necessarily want to have to go through all of the abilities, but I do kind of want to cover some of them. And let's go ahead and get our last character out that we haven't talked about, which is the healer, which is a girl, and kind of glitching on top of the house right now. But so yeah, we'll go over her abilities. Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it right now. Healer. Here we go. So she basic attack, damage 2, range 4. She has a heal ability, which is going to do +3 healing and a range of 5. She can plant 4 trees, just so kind of like the fire and the water. She can actually plant. One thing to note too is that I forgot how they all interact, but if you can plant on top of a water tile. I should maybe make it where it can buff it. You can plant on top of a water tile to remove it. You can put water on a fire tile to remove it, and you can put fire on a tree to remove it. So it's kind of like a elemental countering system. She also got a stun. It's going to disable enemy movement for 1 turn. So that's kind of cool. Like a crowd control. All right. So what else can we do? Just for the sake of keeping the game going, let's go ahead and see if we can capture here. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I could actually kill this guy. Oh, duty. I can still move, though. I could actually retreat all the way back here. Maybe I could get healed next turn. Okay. We can... I don't think I ever attacked. I think I was supposed to attack here, and I never did. So let's see what we can do about that. We can do... I kind of want to do... I could just attack them and do 4 damage. I could do the earthquake, but there's only 1 unit there. Could spawn a mountain. Sure, let's spawn the mountain. Boom! We got a new mountain. So that's all that. Like I said, I probably won't even finish the game, but then again, I do kind of want to... Oh, also, it does calculate if like right here, he was stuck in between another enemy unit, a mountain, and a tree. So in order to get to this space, it actually took him more moves than it would typically. Anyway, let's go ahead and end turn. So, what have we not demonstrated yet? So we did. I kind of want to show the puffer ability just because it's kind of cool. I won't even get. I don't think I'll. Oh, why can I? That's weird. That might be a bug. It went on cooldown even though I didn't use it. That's weird. Okay, maybe it's on cooldown. else? Oh, okay, let's see here. So I guess the water does not make him move faster. I thought I did that. Oh, you also notice too, like the units are color, but you could have like the basic units have color, like you see the green, red, but the most of the special units aren't like colored per team. So there is this little dot in the bottom right that shows you who's on what team. Let's see here. So we can try to move, just kind of move down here. So we've pretty much spawned one of each unit. So really the only thing I really want to show at this point is, I mean, just the in-game scenario, I guess. So we can try to close it out real quick. So who's got more units? We'll probably let blue try to beat red, and we'll do a heal real quick. No need to demonstrate all the abilities. Oh, there's another bug. I don't have her heal here. It should actually be one of her abilities. So oopsie, must have replaced it with attack or something. That's a fun part of it. Okay. Let's just see if we can get a quick finish here. So let's try to, oops, I accidentally clicked on him. Let's take this guy and take him all the way down here and just go ahead and end the turn. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Let's go ahead and move over here. Abilities, attack, boom. Yeah, oops, end turn, proceed, attack. I don't know that I even have an end screen. I'm actually curious. I don't remember what happens. Look how much gold they're getting. They're getting so much gold. I'm not spending any gold at all. I need to make like a super unit that costs a ton. All right, one more turn should do it. Player 2 turn, abilities, attack. Boom, you win. And that's it. So pretty straightforward. Looking forward to new maps, new units. Oh, I don't know what the heck's happening here. And yeah, just all kinds of new stuff. But that's the basics. Hopefully the audio is better on this one than the last video. Demonstrated some new features. And we'll leave it there for now. Thanks for watching.